Nothing says summer like watermelon and pool floaties. Whoop whoop. All right, artists, let's draw this. The watermelon starts with a mountain point in the middle of our paper, curved line across the bottom. I want my curved line to extend on both sides past my mountain. Then let's make a parallel line that is curved. So slide down a little bit, maybe practice before you do it. Curved line. Now this inner tube needs to connect to our watermelon somewhere. So I want it to connect about right here. I'm just putting a little line so I don't forget what I'm doing. Go from my little line around, hook to the bottom. Other side, around, hook to the bottom. Now let's go ahead and do the bottom part of our watermelon. I'm gonna pretend like this line goes all the way down. Do a short straight line down on both sides. We want these to line up to make our eye believe it. Then another curved line across. Oh my goodness, this looks a little bit like Patrick's star. Make one more line across a little ways up. This part's gonna be the rind so that I can color this part green. Let's give our inner tube a head like a horsey. Now the horsey head is gonna have an ear that looks like a raindrop. So I'm pretending my head goes up like this. My ear should be about right here. So it's over to the side and up a little bit. From my ear, I'm gonna draw a rounded mountain peak and go back down to my inner tube. Rounded mountain peak, back down to my inner tube. Then on the opposite side, I've got to go make the nose of this horse and back to the inner tube. Nose of the horse, kick it in, and a straight line back to my inner tube. Very cute, guys. You can decorate this inner tube however you like. For some reason, I like to do circles. I don't know. So I just put circles, some spilling off of my inner tube, some over here. Now, wait a minute, guys. Even though I like circles, I feel like this looks a tiny bit boring. So, what if I decide to make smaller circles inside of these? That might be kind of cool. Oh no, these are gonna look like donuts. Oops, that should have been a half circle, but that's okay, because the artists keep trying. Now let's give this watermelon slice big old sparkly eyes. So I want to make one circle on the left and try to match it with the same size over on the right. Now to make sparkly eyes, first I have to define an area as the pupil. So I'm going to do, my little slice is going to be looking up over here at a popsicle. So I'm making my line look like he's up here at the top. Then if you want your eyes super sparkly, they need a big circle and a little circle that'll stay white in each eye. If you're coloring with marker, it bleeds a little bit, so be super careful. A big circle and a little circle. Okay. Okay. Now he thinks that his popsicle's delicious, so we're gonna give our person a little smile and a little tongue going up to the top. A tongue is a rainbow line, so it goes with a little middle of it. I even think, since this is a watermelon, what if we give him little seeds as freckles? Oh, that'd be so cute. And these can be any direction, or you could do them anywhere you want. One last thing that makes it look adorable is some eyebrows on the side. If you put him in the middle, he's gonna look very angry. Oh yes, I like this. Okay, let's give our little guy a popsicle. Now you could do it the same shape as him, or I just like to do a rainbow line with a straight line across the bottom. Oops, I'm gonna make a little drippy line across the bottom since I had a mistake right there. Because we're artists, we fix it. And then put in a big old stick. Now we don't want this floating, so let's hook it back to our person like he has a little arm. I'm just gonna make 3 loops on my stick and they might overlap onto my popsicle. So this middle one goes right on the stick and it's a loop. I make a loop maybe a little bit higher because that's fine. And then a loop down to the bottom. Now I'm going to draw this as a curvy arm because this is a silly guy, right? Here's his wrist and his curvy arm goes out and curves back to his body. Now for me, artists, I like to make this all thicker, so I'm going to trace it all again. And if I don't think it's thick enough, I'm going to trace it again. Ha ha. Because since we are in charge of our artwork, we can do whatever we want. Okay, let's put an arm on the other side. And what if this side is like holding his inner tube, like he has to have it stay on? So I'm going to put my 3 fingers going up to the inner tube right here. 1, 2, 3. Tracing back over them a couple of times. And then this arm's going to go clear up and around and hook to the body. Let's make this line thicker because then we can differentiate between the arm line and the little horse floaty line. Ooh, he's getting so cute. If I wanted to, I could add sprinkles, topping, a little cherry. How about we do some legs? I'm gonna make mine just stick legs. Straight line down, straight line down. If you want to make those thicker, absolutely you can. Now I could just give him some little loopy toes, but wouldn't it be so fun if he was wearing flippers? I think so. So when I do a line out from each foot, it's actually going to go up a little bit. So upwards, and the longer the line, the bigger the flippers. That's pretty cute. Now let's come out the foot and do a diagonal line going down. And I'm just eyeballing it. For my flippers, you could do a zigzag edge on it, but I just made it kind of a soft swimmy line. Perfect. And to make these be a little more believable, let's put some inside segments. So I'm going to kind of shadow this line right here. I could do 2 segments like that. But then as they go back to the point where his ankle is or it's connected, I'm going to make rounded edges. This one's going to come around rounded, go down here, round it up. If it's straight, that's perfect too. Because we're just eyeballing it. Make 2 wiggly lines on this side and long, skinny, rounded triangles going back to the ankle, folks. I'd say he's pretty cute, just like that. If you wanted to add a rainbow in the sky or anything else, you sure could, artists. Now for me to color, I like to set out everything that I think I want to use so that I don't have to rustle around in the middle of my artwork, because that could be very annoying, you know. You know what I'm saying, guys?